Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jade. I'm the 310 Stitcher. I am here for another floss tube update. This is a little bit of an extra though, because I am also going to be speaking about the retreat. So the Gathering Thread retreat, which I hosted just this past weekend. Today is Tuesday, August 27th. Yes, Wednesday, August 27th. So the retreat was just this past weekend from Friday till Sunday, and it was amazing. So I'm going to go through, I've got a lot of stuff. I have a lot of purchases from the retreat, a lot of gifts, and I'm going to go through that. I think this video is going to be in multiple parts because there's just so much. There's just so much. But anyways, let me get back to the beginning. First of all, welcome back. If this is not your first time, I really appreciate your choosing to spend some time with me here on FlossTube, my little corner of the internet where I like to talk about my cross stitch and my knitting and my crochet and whatever. Mostly it is cross stitch though. And I do these videos every couple of weeks. I show you my progress on my projects, my WIPs, my works in progress, and occasionally I have a finished object. Not too often though, because I am mostly a full coverage stitcher, so I don't get too many of those. If it looks like I'm looking to the side, I'm sorry. I am filming on my tablet today, and I just can't get used to having to look at the eye instead of at the screen, so my apologies there. Anyways, like I said, I really appreciate you. Please, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button, and share, do all the YouTube-y things. I would really appreciate it. Click the little notification button so that you know when new videos come out. Okay, so in this video, once I put all the parts together, and like I said, I might actually break it up into multiple videos. We'll see how it goes. But I have some works in progress to show you. I know I showed you my finished object the last time, so I don't have any of those. And I have new starts. I have 3 new starts that I started last week. So I will go through those, I'll show you those, and talk about my pattern stash because I made some changes there. And I'm pretty excited about it. And finally, I'll talk about the retreat. Okay, so all right. I think in this portion of the video, I'm going to talk about the Gathering Thread retreat. Okay, just because I have a huge box right here with all of the goodies and all of the things, and I'm really excited about it. So the Gathering Thread retreat, in case you weren't aware, is a crafting retreat located here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I organized it myself. I started pretty late organizing. I really only decided to get off my butt and do it about 4 months ago. So it was quick. That is definitely doable, especially because I have organized events before, much larger events than this before. But there was a lot to do, and it's only me. I had some help from my daughter as well. But yeah, if you're going to do an event like this, leave yourself some more time just to say, make your life a little bit easier, especially since I work full time as well. But anyway, I pulled it off. It went through. Everybody had a great time. We had a total of about 85 people, so that was good. Considering, like I said, this is only it's 4 months brand new, and it was great. everybody had a great time. Everybody was so kind. So if you attended the retreat either as an attendee or as a vendor, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being so kind, being so generous, and for giving my little itty bitty retreat, you know, newbie to crafting retreats. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I really, really, really appreciate it, especially the vendors. You know, it can be a big risk, right? Because you don't know how many people are going to be there. Are you going to even break even, and all of that. But I think all the vendors were pretty happy at the end of the day, so that's great. And yeah, again, just thank you. I think about it and I get emotional. So thank you so much. I don't want to cry here. But anyway, so we had some fantastic vendors. We had Queen of the Fairies. So I should say we had vendors that were not just cross stitch related. And actually, sorry, the attendees were not just cross stitchers. I wanted this retreat to be a retreat for all crafty people. I don't care if you sew, if you quilt, if you English paper piece. We had one person, although I didn't see them do this, but we did have one person whose primary craft was bookbinding. I wanted this retreat to be somewhere where we could all kind of enjoy it, because I saw people do different things that I have never seen before. So someone was doing canvas work, someone was doing heart anchor. I had never seen those things done in person before, and it was just eye-opening. It was fantastic. So that's the vibe was just great. Everybody was super excited and everybody was walking around and seeing what each other were crafting, and it was just, yeah, a good time was had by all. Yeah, I can't say thank you enough. But because it was such a success, I have already I'm gonna announce it officially. I kind of did earlier today on Facebook and in an email to all of the attendees of this year's retreat, but we are going to do it next year as well. So next year will be the weekend of August 14th to 16th, and it will be in the same location, so the Hilton Garden Inn Airport. I'm not ready yet to start accepting registrations. I will do that soon, but I haven't. You said I work full time and I've got a bunch of other things going on, and everything is still like, everything came home with me and just went into my office, which is where I am right now, and I can't even walk in here. It's a disaster. So I need to just spend some time just cleaning up and organizing, putting this one to bed completely, and then I can start anew. So I will let everybody know, both here on my video and on Facebook, and in an email to all of the attendees of this year's retreat, when exactly I'm going to start accepting registrations for both the attendees and for vendors as well. I am going to, just fair warning to everybody, I am going to open registration to the attendees of this year's retreat first. Same thing for the vendors. I'm going to ask them first, and if we don't fill, if some of them for whatever reason have a conflict or can't make it, then we'll open it up to other people as well. I will make it larger, so I will open it up to more people. So even if every single person that came this year wants to attend next year, there will still be the same number of people that will the same number of seats that can be accommodated over and above that. So if you didn't get a chance to come to this year's retreat, then I hope you come next year. Anyway, so that's a lot of waffling. I have a huge basket here, and I'm just gonna go through it from top to bottom. So I will let you know what I purchased, what was in the swag bag, what was you know, given to me or whatever. So let's do this. Okay. So I'm gonna start with a bunch of patterns, and I will let you know what I purchased versus what was in the grab bag. So this one here was in the grab bag. So this is a Tiny Modernist cross stitch. It's Karma Chameleon, which is so cute. So it is from Tiny Modernist. Oh, I didn't say, of course, our special guest was Tiny Modernist. And we had the pleasure of listening to her speak about her journey as well as a cross stitcher, as a designer, you know, originally what she did, which wasn't anything near cross stitch, but how that grew into being a cross stitch design full-time gig for her. So that was really awesome, and I think everybody had a great time, and she answered questions and all that stuff. Anyway, so that was in the grab bag. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. This one I purchased. It is called the Black Crow. So again, it's a little one. I don't think these are big, very big. It looks like it's 66 by 66, so it's not too big. This is another little one. This one is called Twilight Moon. I just thought it was so cute. And I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, this one's 60 by 60, so same size. Another one by Tiny Modernist is a little biscornu. So I've never made a biscornu before. I don't even know where that name came from. Isn't it just a pincushion? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so I've never made one before, so I thought, and this one is just too cute with the little spiders and the little candy on there. So I got that. We might have a visit from Mr. Smoke over here in a minute. Let's see. Okay. This is a Mill Hill kit, which I'm trying to read what it says, and I don't know what that says. So I purchased this at Textured Treasures, who is one of our vendors, and this one is called Moonside Cat. So this is the whole kit, and so it comes with the floss. It even has beads in there. It's got the needles, it's got the, is that paper? I guess that's paper. I've never done anything on paper before, so that will be interesting to try. Okay, this one I'm going to set aside for a second because I already had that. And same with that one. I'm going to show you something. Sorry, bear with me for 1 second. Okay, it's not here. I'll show you when I get here. When I get to it. Okay, found it. So, we had, I might have mentioned this. Oh, I did mention it for sure. But I had asked Tiny Modernist to create a pattern specific to the retreat, and she did. It was freaking awesome. So the pattern she made is called Gather and Stitch, and this is it. just a beautiful, beautiful pattern. Oh, so I do have a photo to show you because I actually have this one completed. I'll show you in the finished objects portion of this video. But anyway, so there was that. So all the attendees got this, and Brin and Nedle. By the way, I confirmed with Patty that it is not Brin and Nedle, it is Brin and Nedle. But Brin and Nedle got together with Cheryl from Tiny Modernist to provide all of the floss. This is my leftovers. So there's almost enough there for two of these patterns. I think you probably need a little bit more of this one. But all the rest, I think you can make another one. So anyway, so all the attendees got both the floss and the pattern. They just had to provide their own fabric. All right. And we're so lucky. I didn't even know. This was a surprise to me too. But Anna Collado, who is Stitch Toolbox on Etsy. Are you on Etsy, Anna? I know Instagram and Facebook for sure. She's Stitch Toolbox. Right there. Stitch Toolbox. So she, or maybe her daughter, she and her daughter also designed a pattern for this retreat. And I had no idea. I didn't know until the morning of the retreat when she gave me all the swag bag items. And I was, thank you so much, Anna. I don't even know what to say. So all of the attendees got this as well. So it's called Gather to Craft. So I'm definitely going to be making this. So it's Ottawa, obviously, with the Parliament building, Canadian flag, some floss, some buttons. She had that finished one at the retreat so that we could see what it looked like stitched up. So in this bag as well as the pattern, she also gave us a little needle minder. Let me move him over here for a sec. There you go. Isn't he cute? And then this is a little project cards. This is chart and design, fabric, finished on, and notes, which I thought was so cute. So this is definitely going to go on one of my projects. I'm thinking that, you know, when I eventually finish one of my full coverage, that will get put on the back of the frame so that other people can see where it's from and all that stuff. So that's that one. Okay, this one actually was on the freebie table. So we had a freebie table at the retreat and everyone was so generous. I mean, there were full packs of floss, there were books, there were magazines, there were all kinds of patterns. It was pretty incredible. Everyone was like shared a lot. There were not buttons, beads. So I did get some of those. I don't have those here, but anyway, so what I did get was 2 patterns off the freebie table once everybody was done. Actually, no, that's not true. I saw this person I happened to be at the freebie table. And I just kind of went, mine. So this one here is from Ailarra Designs, and it's called Funky Bird. Sorry about the glare. There we go, that's better. So I thought that was so cute. So I will do that and I'll, pass the pattern along at the next retreat. I also got this one off of the freebie table as well. This one at the very end. People left a lot of people did take their things that didn't go, that were still left on the freebie table on Sunday afternoon. Some people did not, and so I had to deal with all that stuff. And anyways, I did look through it all to see if there was anything I might be interested in, and this one was cute, so I got him the little cat, and it's called The Cat from Jean Christine. DBA Needle Art. Anyway, so I thought that was cute. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but I did do that. This is another pattern I purchased from Tiny Modernist. I went a little bit crazy at her booth, I'm not gonna lie. The pumpkin coach? Like, how cute is that, right? With Halloween coming up. Okay. Oh my god, we're gonna be here. I think this is gonna have to be multiple parts. Okay, this one was a gift from Enchanting Lair. So Enchanting Lair, if you've not heard of them, Laura, she is a designer, and she has done a lot of stuff in the US. She's a Canadian designer, but in the past 20-30 years, she's done a lot of stuff in the US, not so much in Canada, so she's more well known in the US. But anyway, it was great to see her, and she had some amazing fabrics, amazing patterns. That's the word. She had a bunch of Mirabilias and Bella Filipinas and some of her own designs. She had the models up on her wall on her fabric, and oh my goodness, it was amazing. Okay, I was trying to take the pricing off here, but it's okay. We'll do this. I was trying to see also. So this pattern is called a Dragon's Crest. So she gifted me this. Dragon's Crest. Sorry about the... So that was very cool. And from Textured Treasures, I purchased, they had these you know, little samples on their table of needle books, and they had two of them, one green one and one a kind of orangey coral color. And so I bought the patterns from her. So this is the two patterns. They had one in one color, one in another color, but that's them. You could buy these as a kit as well. I chose to just buy the pattern. So I thought those were really cute, and it comes with like full instructions for assembling it and everything. So I look forward to doing that. Also from Textured Treasures. Remember I told you I'd never done a Bisque Renew before? Well, now I have two. Because I purchased this from Textured Treasures as well. Look how gorgeous that is. Just beautiful. It goes from this to this. And again, she gives you full instructions for how to, with photos, full instructions on how to assemble this. So I'll have to try that. Okay, finally from Textured Treasures as well. I told you I went a little crazy at her booth. I could not resist this. This is called The Witch's Kitchen. And given that I'm ready for fall, not ready for cold weather, but I'm ready for fall. And so I thought this was just adorable. So I purchased that. So I think that's all the patterns. Hi, monkey. Okay, some other purchases. I told you this is going to be a long video, but I do want to show you because these vendors were top notch. Like the stuff that they have is incredible. So I really do want to show off. I really do want to show them off, and I will post all of their links on how to get a hold of them and their websites or Etsy or Facebook pages, whatever, down below in the description. So do check them out if you're interested. This is a Notions box. This one is from Kelly Gillis, right? Yes, Kelly Gillis. Yes. There's her card. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. And this is, as it says, it's a Notions. I don't know what that beeping is. It's a Notions box. So you could put your floss, you could put your scissor fobs, you could put your, whatever. You could put little things in here. There's also an elastic so you can fit more things. And then this is padded. I've been seeing these around, and I thought, what a great idea for just keeping everything compact. You could even put, like I'm thinking of even a small project. Like I could go, if I was bringing, for example, that Mill Hill kit, I could just put that in here, and that would be my kit for the whole weekend. So I couldn't resist that. Purchase that. All right. Oh, a little sticker. So, and actually, bear with me for 1 sec. Okay, one of the things I had done specifically for the retreat was have needle minders and stickers made. So there's the sticker with the name of the retreat and the logo. And then here's the needle minder. Isn't that cute? So that's awesome. And it's a really good needle minder. So I had these made by Creatively Crafting. She's another Canadian. She's in Nova Scotia, and she made both of these things for me. Of course, I paid for them, but she also provided some door prizes for the event, which was really kind of her. So thank you so much. All right, now we're getting to some exciting stuff. Okay, I'm gonna keep the fabrics for last because I want to show you the patterns that I have them set up with. But first of all, I have 2 bags from Ailarra Designs. So Ailarra has a floss tube channel here on FlossTube, and she gave me 1 bag. So I don't know if you've watched my channel before. She and I had a challenge late last year. I had to get all of the black finished on Dragons of the Sabbat, and she had to get the equivalent number of stitches that I had left, which I think was like 16. I had 32,000 stitches because I'm doing it half cross. She had 16,000 because she was doing it full cross. And I met my challenge. I think she did as well. And so my prize from her was a bag, which she just gave me at the retreat. Isn't that beautiful? And Ailarra, I never gave you your reading. We need to get together and do that. We keep forgetting, that's the problem. Anyways, that's 1 bag, which is beautiful. And I purchased another one from her. So there's the one side. And I couldn't resist the butterflies at the back. They're pretty heavy duty bags. Yeah, I really liked it. Hi, monkey. I think Mr. Smoke wants to say hello. Yes, yes. You Smoke. Yes, I know. Say hello. Say hello to the people. Hello. Yes, I know. Okay, next. I was gifted one of the attendees, Nina. Thank you again so much, Nina. She made a bunch of beautiful pouches for the people at her table. Look at that fabric inside. And she had some extras. So not only did she gift me one, but she gifted several people these as well. But she also gave us some of these, 3 of them, for the door prizes. So that was fantastic. You know, very, very generous, Nina. Thank you so much. All right. From Stitch Toolbox, I purchased a few things as well. So one is this bag right here, which I love this fabric so much. It reminds me of Indigenous artwork. Not sure why, but same on both sides. So I stuffed a bunch of things in here. Okay, those will wait a minute while we talk about Anna. Okay, also from Anna, so Stitch Toolbox. I got this beautiful pouch. Actually, I didn't even look to see what's in it. Oh, it's a beautiful gold color. I love that. So this is probably going to be a sock pouch, a sock knitting pouch for me. And by the way, probably this one as well, because look how big it is. That can easily fit a ball of yarn and some socks. So there's that. And then also from Anna, I purchased this bag. It is just beautiful. She has just such beautiful, beautiful stuff. The inside is this beautiful red. There you can kind of see it's kind of a mottled red. Love it. It's just gorgeous. Do check her out if you haven't, because they're well worth it. Okay, so those might be knitting bags. They're not necessarily cross stitch bags. We'll see. Just depends on whatever project I'm thinking about. All right, from Canadian Stitchery, I purchased a few things. So I'll show you the fabrics later, but I purchased two. So there are two. They had ornament kits, so I purchased 2 of them. So one is this one here, Northern Lights Bear. And so it comes with the pattern, the wooden ornament, the floss, really already labeled, and then for the hanger, the thread for the hanger. How cute is that? And then the other one, because, you know, what's more Canadian than a moose? Right? Ugly sweater. And again, oh, there's also a backing for it. So you don't have to show your messy back if you don't want to. Okay. There was a yarn dyer. at this event, which was amazing. I really, really, really desperately wanted to have at least one yarn dyer there, and Red Brick Knitwear came. Unfortunately, she was only able to stay for one day because she had, I think when she signed up, she already had commitments for Saturday and for Sunday. And so she was only able to come for Friday. But yeah, she was real busy. But I purchased a few things, and I purchased a few things from her. So one was hand dyed, what's it called? It's 437 yards of superwash, so 75% superwash merino, 25% linen. I was looking to see if it had a colorway on it, but it doesn't. But oh yeah, there we go. This beautiful lavender. So I'm thinking a shawl. I'm thinking a shawl with this. I would probably pair it with something like a gray, a light gray. I think that would be amazing. So that's one. I saw this, and this is my favorite color of all time, so I had to purchase this as well. So it is also sock yarn, same makeup as the purple. That's not coming in right. There, perfect. That's the color. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I love it so much. Oh my God. Okay, and then I bought two sock sets. No, sorry, one sock set and one mini skein bouquet. So the sock set I bought is actually for DK socks. So I like wearing wool socks year round, but in the wintertime, I curl. Well, actually, sorry, I used to curl, and then I had to stop when I got really sick and I was dizzy and I had to learn to walk again and all that stuff. So being on ice was not good. But this year I'm starting again, so I'm really excited. And for curling, I like having a pair of DK weight socks. Keep your feet nice and toasty. Everybody's happy. And so this, oh yeah, there we go. That's showing up really nice, right? With the yellow and the purple. So for these, in case you're not a knitter, you knit the main sock with this, and then you can use these for the cuffs and heels, or toes, cuffs, and heels. Because I think, yeah, they're 15-gram minis, so I think I could do, what I would probably do would be toes and heels in these colors, and maybe the cuff and maybe the cuff just leave it. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I guess I have to if I'm gonna need them for October or whenever curling starts. I should leave that out here. Okay, and I bought a mini skein bouquet, and this is fingering weight yarn. And what a mini skein bouquet is 20-gram yarn skeins. Look at that. Those are nice, fun colors. So what do you use these for? You can use them for all kinds of things. I could use them for my blankets. I could, because it's the squares, or the other one where it's just, you can do however much you want. I can use them for heels, cuffs, toes on socks. I could put them together and make a small shawl. I could, or with another main color and weave these in, I could use that for shawl. I could make a hat, multicolored hat. I could make all kinds, like really the sky's the limit on these things, but the coordinating colors are amazing. Love it. Okay, so that's all the yarn I bought. All. My husband was getting all the dings, you know, when I would use when I would use my credit card. He's like, I guess you're having fun. I'm like, yep, I am. Okay, I have to lean over again. I have a lot of stuff here. Oh my god. Okay. Another thing I bought from Texture Treasures is another one of these little, well, the other one was bigger, the Notions box. This one is obviously smaller, it's a square. So if I'm going somewhere where I'm traveling and I have a small suitcase or whatever, I'm not at home, then I can just bring the little one. And this one's cool, let me show you. It comes with a few things. That's what that looks like. So it comes with, so it's got a little pin cushion in there. Some little counting pins. And then, I guess theoretically this is a counting pin, right? So you don't lose it? I think so. I use those frequently because I grid my own fabric. And then there were these two in there. So let's see. Hold on, to show you one at a time. I'm not sure what that is actually. Oh, it helps if you look at the front. There we go. It's there we go. It's a little owl. So it's a zipper pull, which is awesome because I have so many project bags now that will need those. And then the other one, so the top, look how cool that is. The lobster clasp. That's really substantial. And it's another little owl. So cute. And a little needle minder. A stained glass needle minder. So yeah, and it also one of those little floss threaders. So yeah, so that's that. So this one is going to be the one that's in my so normally I keep a pouch in my purse so that it's with me at all times because you never know. And the pouch I'm using right now is much bigger, although not as fat, but pretty close. So I'm going to transfer to this, which is smaller for carrying around on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so let me put that down. Okay. Another gift from, oh gosh, I'm forgetting her name. Does it say? No, shoot. I'm so sorry. I forget your name. I really apologize, but it's a reusable shopping bag. Look how beautiful that is. That is original artwork. It's called Sky Dance Inukshuk by Amy Keller Remp, Mohawk. Isn't that beautiful? And who doesn't need these, right? Okay. Oh, in the swag bags. So my daughter, Caitlin, she does 3D prints, and so she was also a vendor, and she provided these for the swag bags. So they're needle gauges. So all the way from 2 millimeters all the way up to 10 millimeters. So these always need those, right? If you're a knitter. Okay. Kelly Gillis, who I mentioned earlier. gave these for the swag bag, so zipper pulls. Again, they all had different pictures, but they all say 2025 and made with love on the little hearts. So that was that. Oh, the other thing I bought from Canadian Stitchery, besides the fabric that I'll show you, is another ornament. This one is an axolotl. And this I'm doing for my daughter's boyfriend for Christmas as part of his gift. Okay. From Enchanting Lair Designs for the swag bags. She provided a beautiful pattern called Purple Iris. Look how beautiful that is. And oh, I didn't even look inside this. She provided the fabric to do it on, and it's sparkly. It's that opalescent fabric. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Laura. She provided a couple of these, and what's this? It's a little Celtic tree of life charm to bring you balance and harmony. Thank you so much, Laura. Oh, and I missed one thing. It's another one. It's another floss drop. This one is a wood one. Thanks so much, Laura. So that's another pattern. Okay. All right. Nina, who made those little pouches that she already gifted me one. She also made me, God, it's so freaking cute. Look at that. Oh my God. Look on the back. It's beautiful. You're so kind, Nina. Thank you so much. This is going to sit proudly up on my little table there. I'm not going to read you the card. Oh, but do want to say she did provide me with the info. So she says the floss, which you can see is that kind of variegated, it's beautiful, is Gentle Art Cherry Wine. The linen is 28 count Annabelle linen. She did it 2/2. And she found this pattern on the blog gazette94.blogspot.com. It's from January 3rd, 2010, and it's titled Oiseau, O-I-S-E-A-U. Which is funny because oiseau is a bird, I think. So I'm not, but there's no bird on here. So no, I don't speak French, so I don't know. I could be totally wrong about that. But anyways, thank you again, Nina. Okay, but wait, there's more. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, one of the ladies at one of the tables made these. I don't know what they're called, but they're on felt. There, you can kind of see there. But there's a reindeer. There's a little snowflake and a big frosty. How cute are those? So So I'm going to find a bag to put those on. Oh, and okay. You can use this for whatever you want. This for me is going to be a scissor fob. But she does, this is called tatting. This is called lace tatting. Look how tiny that is. Tiny, tiny, tiny. I can't even see the individual stitches. That's how tiny it is. Anyway, so for me, yeah, like I said, this is going to be a little scissor fob for one of my scissors. And we got this from a lady at the same table. I'm so sorry, I don't remember your name. I can picture your face. I'm just really bad with names. I remember faces. And it was, I'm so sorry because it was so overwhelming to meet. I'm an introvert, so it was to meet, you know, 80 people in one weekend was a little, it was a lot. And then a little mini skein of yarn. So this one's going to go into my blanket. Okay. And from Debbie MacFarlane. So she is Quilting by Design. She's another one of our beautiful vendors. So this is another either zipper pull, I guess. You could, yeah, probably zipper pull. She gave these in the swag bag. And then there was a discount coupon on the other side. Some chocolates. Monkey and Mouse design was amazing. And oh, sorry, somehow I ended up with two of these. I'm not sure how, but anyways, also from Quilting by Design. So this one is a little butterfly. And then in here is also, sorry, I want to cover up the code. Okay, in here is also a little sticker, I think. Okay, so Monkey and Mouse. So she provided a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 3D printed yarn bowl in the shape of a dragon. And it was really funny because my daughter made the same one. So I was originally going to give that one to an attendee that I was waiting for, but they never, unfortunately they weren't able to come. So that will have to wait, but I will show it to you because it's really cute. But anyways, Monkey and Mouse, she provided a few things for the door prizes, a few things. So thank you so much. And then for all the swag bags, she provided a couple of these. These are just the leftovers. I had a few just left. Well, they're not leftovers. We had a couple people who got waylaid, shall we say, by the shenanigans going on with Air Canada, and so weren't able to come last minute. I am going to send them their grab bags. One of them actually won a door prize, so that's going to get sent to her as well. So these ones are not extras; they're going to go in their bags. But anyway, so we have these. So these are the bring your own label things. By the way, my daughter 3D doing the 3D printer. Did I talk about, I thought I talked about her before, but I don't think I gave her site. So she is My Paradox Printables on Facebook, and I will also link her down below. She makes these as well. So these are the bring your own label, where you take the DMC label and you just fit it on there. But she also makes floss straps with the numbers right on them. Come on, say hi. Hi. There we go. Why are you trying to eat that? Hello? Why are you trying to eat that? Excuse me while I get distracted by cat. Okay. So thank you so much, Ashley. And of course, I will link Ashley from Monkey and Mouse down below. She has some beautiful things as well. Okay. One of the ladies also gifted me this scissor fob, which I put on this set of scissors. So, so remember the one I told you did the tatting? That was her. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but she did that on this little strawberry. Isn't that beautiful? All right, I'm gonna put that there. And a few things I purchased from Quilting by Design from Debbie MacFarlane. So these are super cute. I'm gonna take it out. So Quilting by Design does a whole bunch of accessories for cross stitch, knitting, you name it. Anyway, so she had these, and I bought a few of them. So this is one. This is a little piggy. I also bought a little fox. And I also got a little bumblebee. So let me show you what these do. And I'm going to show you on, oh boy, I'm not sure where they are. Oh, here we go. Here's the set. If you're a cross stitcher or a knitter, doesn't really matter. You can use them as point protectors for your scissors. It's stuck on there, so it's not going to come dislodged like there. That's how hard I had to pull to get it off. So for scissors, or also point protectors for knitting needles, if you need those, if you knit. So I bought those three that I just showed you from her. I also bought this little frog. What are these called? Is it a counting pin? No, it's not a counting pin, but I use them for frogging when I just have when I just have a few stitches. It does come with a little point protector. Also for frogging, hence the frog. Is a seam ripper. How cute! How cute is that? This would be so much nicer to use and so much easier to use than the typical ones that are like this big. The handles are this big and it's hard to hold on to them. Anyway, so I wanted that. Oh, I guess I bought more than I thought. I also have a little scissor. And I have a little elephant. Oh, last one is a little potted plant, little potted flower. Your stuff's gotta be pretty, right? Okay, and so a beautiful attendee by the name of Valerie or Val gave me these floss drops with a scissor fob. I guess you could use it as a scissor fob, or you could use it as a hey, keep your head out of there, a zipper pull as well. But that's awesome. I have a lot of scissors somehow. Okay, have we gotten to the okay, we have gotten to the pattern, to the fabrics, and we're an hour in. Yes, this is definitely going to be multi-part. Excuse me for a second. Okay, I need to move these out of the way. Okay, sorry, one last thing. Sorry for my dog barking. Kelly Gillis gifted me something as a special thank you. And it's a gorgeous needle binder, like holy bling, right? And 2 counting pins. How gorgeous is that? Are all of them, all 3 of them. So definitely go check her out, okay? Because go check out all of these vendors. Okay, so now we come to the fabric portion. I have a few. So I have a hard time ordering fabric online. Like, you know, not for my full coverages, because that is just plain or maybe a solid color fabric, right? I don't have to worry about it as long as the tint is kind of in line with what I want. I don't get too upset if it's very different than what I get is very different than what I see on the screen when I'm ordering it. But I have a hard time ordering it when I am looking for a pattern where the fabric is important to see, right? So all right, so what I did was I brought a few patterns with me to find floss for. Okay, so one of them is a Tiny Modernist. So I purchased this at Stitch North 2 years ago. And I wanted a beautiful fabric like that for this. So I did get that. So I got an opalescent. Yeah, you can kind of see that. So this is from Brin and Nedle. This is 32 count Belfast, called Fodder's Coveralls. Fodder's Coveralls. In case you're wondering. Right? So that's for the Stitch Goddess. Don't worry about my dog. He doesn't really have to go out. He's already been out. He just sees somebody outside. And I have a magnet attached to my phone, and I'm not sure where the magnet comes from. I'll just put it there. Okay. I must have dropped a needle minder or something. Okay, one of the I bought a new pattern on top of the ones that I've already showed you. So we had a beautiful brag table. Oh my god, like, you guys are all amazing. Like, the projects on there, full coverage, non-full coverage, it was incredible. And it's a dangerous thing to look at, right? Because what I find is that pictures, especially for non-full coverage, the pictures, even for Mirabilias and stuff, the pictures on the pattern do not do the project justice. Like, they really, really don't. And I remember looking at this pattern and several times and just kind of being like, meh, Yeah, it's okay. And not really have that, not really need to, didn't really have a need to do it. Well, I saw one that was, sorry, I'm trying to make this bigger so that you can see. I saw one that was complete. It was a finished object, and someone else had a whip of the same project. And what I'm talking about is the Canadian flag by Vivsters. So I have looked at this before and just, like I said, been meh. But holy cow, it was beautiful, beautiful. Actually, I should have shown you the pictures of it because I have it. Oops, hold on. It's not a great picture, but it was just phenomenal. So I had to do it. I had to buy it. And so that meant I had to buy fabric to go with it. So I bought this at Canadian Stitchery from Mary, and I'm going to use that one that I just showed you was done on 25 count Lugana, and I bought the same thing. So I got 25 count Lugana and antique white. I guess it's Swigart. Yeah, it's Swigart. So that's going to be a new start. Sorry, I had to go deal with my dog. That was going crazy barking. Okay. Also, I wanted to buy fabric for this pattern, which I just bought. So it's, yeah, you can kind of see it's done on almost a lime green. Did she say what it is? Yeah, she stitched it on 28 count Joblin over 2 in dusty green by Witchelt. So I wanted to have sort of a greenish, I guess kind of a lime greenish fabric, and I'm not sure. I bought 2 fabrics and I'm not sure which one I'm going to do it on. So one is from, are they both from Brin and Nedle? No, one is from Brin and Nedle, 28 count cashel opal called Jannying in July. And that's this one. Also opalescent. I think you can see that. So there's, the color's not really coming out great. Kind of. That's better. That is closer to the color. But anyway, so that's one. Or my other option is this one here, which is from Enchanting Lair. So this is called, this is 28 count cashel linen in the colorway Seaweed. And it is also opalescent. Let me open it up. So there we go. Looks a little bit weird, but kind of close. Anyway, so one of those. I haven't fully decided yet, but there's another pattern that I have in mind where I wanted something that was on the greenish side as well. So we'll see. Okay, so that was that. Okay, and then I brought this pattern with me. So this is O Canada True North Strong by Jeanette Douglas Designs. So this one I'd purchased before. I brought it to the retreats specifically to buy fabric for it. And I have a couple of fabrics. I actually have 3 that I'm not sure of. So one is this one. This is 32 count Lugana from Enchanting Lair. So there's that one. My stash was getting low, so this was, you know, I think it'll be fine. Okay, then we've got this one, which is what? This one is Fiber on a Whim. So this was also from Canadian Stitchery. In Oatmeal, Lugana Even Weave, 32 count, Fiber on a Whim. I'm thinking this one might be the one. I know it's all, I have to iron everything, but it's kind of looking funny. It's not really looking, it's not really that yellow. It's more of that color. It doesn't have that yellowish cast there. It's more this right here, what's showing in here. So it's a nice neutral. I've never stitched on Fiber on a Whim before. So that'll be interesting. So that's the other option. Or the third option, is it this one? No, I don't think it'll fit on these. No, I don't think it'll fit on these because, oh, well, no, it should, right? So these are 18 count. Those ones I showed you are 28 and 32 count. These are 18 count. I think it'll fit. I have to measure. This is also Fiber on a Whim. Caramel macchiato. They're all kind of similar, right? I don't think I can really go wrong, honestly. And these are nice, kind of neutrals. So, okay, those, yeah, so one of those 3. And actually, I'm thinking that this one, which was the 32 count Lugana, the tourmaline, I think this one, because it has, the light's not great in here. If I open this, is it going to blow everything out? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were there. He's like, what are you doing? So this one, let me open it up again. So you see how it has some greenish, I don't know, greenish gray, or I'm not sure. It's kind of mottled. I think that one is the one I'm going to use for this. So this was a pattern I've had for a couple of years as well. Is Ingleside Imaginarium, Don't Feed the Plants. I think that one I'm going to do for this. So let me put that together. Because what I should have done was taken a picture when I first chose with the label so that I know what I'm doing. I'm actually going to just put it right in with the right in with the pattern. Okay. So that leaves me with 2 fabrics to choose from. Either the Caramel Macchiato 18 count or the oatmeal. If you have opinions, let me know. But they're very similar. That's cool. I noticed that. I'm thinking more likely to be the 32 count, but we'll see. So those 2 will go with this. Okay, and then I have a few more fabrics here. So this one, also from Fiber on a Whim, also purchased from Canadian Stitchery. It is called Gray Spinel. It is 18 count, just a fat quarter. Don't have any plans for that just yet. Then we get into my favorite colors, right? So this one's from Brin and Nedle, although I don't know where the tag went. And that's not going to show properly. That's close. There, that's the color right there. But it's so hard to show blues and greens, eh? Anyways, I don't have any plans for that one either right now. And then Dragon Skies, because dragons. This one is from Enchanting Lair. It is 32 count Belfast. And my favorite color. And this one was actually gifted to me by Laura at Enchanting Lair. So again, let's see. There's the color. There we go. That's the color. So thank you again, Laura. I really appreciate that. Oh, the one thing I did not show, because this was somehow on the bottom of the pile here. Texture Treasures provided this pattern for the swag bag. It's called Twilight 2. Beautiful. They had some amazing stuff at their booth. Yeah, it was a lot. Okay. Since I'm showing you things I got, I'm just going to show you one more thing that is not from the retreat. Okay, I wanted to show you, I'm going to close this because we're blowing out here. Okay, 2 more things. One is I purchased a hoop from Brin and Nedle, which is fairly large. I thought it was a Morgan hoop. It is not. It is actually a Nerge number 7. And pretty substantial wood. This thing is so hard to turn. So you really do need a screwdriver for that, which is fine. But anyways, for some of my non-full coverage. And I wanted to show you what my daughter made me. She made me a yarn bowl, which is a dragon. Look at that. And so you can put your scissors. You can put, oh, I don't have a, Smoke is being a bully. He just chased the dog out of here. I don't have a crochet hook here, but you can stick your crochet hook in there. or knitting needles, either one, and use this as a yarn bowl. The other thing, so I have another one. Actually, I'll show you. So that's that one, right? So she made me one of these, which is awesome. Beautiful. So I have an Ort, so you can also use it as an Ort container. And that's what I use this one for, that she made me. All my Orts. There's a lot. Oh, there's actually, oh, there's actually some colonial petite needles in there. Oh, I just lost it in the thing. Anyways, there's a lot in there. But I just keep shoving them down and using it. So it's nice, and what I really like that it's nice and light. But it's a good size. It looks small, but there's all of this year's, so far all of this year's threads in here. I just compact it. And if you know how much I stitched, it's a lot. It's a lot. But anyways, imagine how much you could do if you were using this. So that is that. So I'm gonna end this video here because we're at well over an hour. I have a little bit to cut out when my dog was barking and whatnot, but yeah, I'll just leave this as the retreat recap video, and I hope you have enjoyed. I really I can't thank all of you enough for your support, whether you attended the retreat or not. Everyone has just been so amazing and supportive, and I really appreciate you. Thank you. If you're interested in next year's retreat, please keep an eye on here. Set the notification bell because I will let you know when that opens up. Also, the Gathering Thread retreat has a Facebook group, so you can join that as well and keep an eye on things there. And on my Facebook as well, I will be on my Facebook page. I will be noticing that. So I will be posting that. Sorry, I'm tired. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed. This retreat was just so much fun. So much fun all the way around, and I can't wait until next year's. Anyway, stay tuned for my next video, which will be a regular floss tube update. Okay, bye.